In a stunning diplomatic twist, the Trump administration has reportedly offered Iran a sweeping deal, one that includes up to $30 billion in Gulf-funded investment, partial sanctions relief, and access to $6 billion in frozen Iranian assets. The goal? To convince Tehran to walk away from uranium enrichment and return to the negotiating table. This offer, revealed through CNN and multiple diplomatic sources, marks one of the boldest American efforts yet to revive the nuclear dialogue, and it's unfolding quietly behind closed doors, even as regional tensions remain red-hot. The centerpiece of the proposal is this: Iran would abandon uranium enrichment entirely. In return, US-backed Gulf states would fund a civilian nuclear program, one that does not produce weapons-grade material but could support energy needs. Estimates range between $20 to $30 billion, with funding likely coming from Saudi Arabia and the UAE, not Washington directly. It's a strategy designed to echo the United Arab Emirates model, a non-enrichment nuclear program powered by imported fuel and overseen by international inspectors. But there's a catch. Iran has long insisted that enrichment is its sovereign right. For decades, Tehran has framed nuclear technology as essential for national pride, scientific progress, and energy independence. And that's where the conflict deepens. Despite American offers, Iran's leaders, including Supreme Leader Ayatollah Khamenei, have consistently refused to abandon enrichment. Foreign Minister Abbas Araghchi has labeled US proposals unrealistic, especially in light of recent military confrontations with Israel. In fact, this diplomatic pitch comes just days after the US reportedly supported Israeli airstrikes on Iranian facilities, including a suspected bunker-busting attack on the Fordo site. It's a paradox: offer peace while projecting pressure. According to insiders, the idea now being floated includes replacing Fordo with a new Gulf-funded civilian site, a symbolic trade of confrontation for cooperation. Why now? Timing plays a major role. Following months of tit-for-tat missile and drone strikes between Israel and Iran, a fragile ceasefire has recently taken hold. Behind the scenes, US Special Envoy Steve Witkoff has been holding secret meetings with Gulf officials and European mediators. The most recent round reportedly took place at the White House last Friday, lasting hours and involving new draft terms. The stakes are enormous. Without a deal, Iran could resume enrichment at levels nearing weapons grade, crossing red lines set by Israel, Saudi Arabia, and the West. Already, Tehran has pushed enrichment beyond 60%. Some fear the 90% threshold is next, the level needed for a nuclear bomb. Economically, Iran's economy has been strangled by years of sanctions. Billions in oil revenues are frozen in banks across South Korea, Iraq, and Japan. Accessing just a portion of that money, even $6 billion, could ease inflation and allow Iran to fund domestic priorities. But here's the dilemma. Any deal that limits enrichment without lifting all sanctions might not satisfy Tehran's hardliners. And any proposal that lifts too many restrictions could face backlash in Washington, where critics say Iran must first demonstrate full compliance. So what happens next? There are three likely paths. First, Iran could accept the deal and agree to zero enrichment. That would de-escalate regional tensions and unlock billions in aid. Second, Iran could walk away, ramping up enrichment and inviting further isolation, or even military strikes. The third option is more nuanced. Iran could push for a modified deal that allows limited enrichment under strict international oversight, a return to the principles of the 2015 JCPOA. For now, Tehran remains silent. No official response has been issued, though insiders say discussions are ongoing. President Trump has hinted that talks could resume within days. European leaders, especially from France and Germany, are urging diplomacy. And Gulf states are weighing the costs of underwriting a nuclear future for a longtime rival. As the world watches, this high-stakes gamble could shape the balance of power across the Middle East for years to come.